Hello, welcome to Heart and Friends. My name is Heart, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Anthrocon 2019. Now, I know this video is a little overdue, and it's 2020 now, but I still wanted to get the video out to you guys so that I could still share my experience with you, and so that you can try and experience Anthrocon almost how I experienced it. Now, since it has been a few months since Anthrocon, I mean, my memory is going to be a little scattered, but I'm going to try my best to try and remember everything, or at least mostly everything, to give to you guys. Now, for this Anthrocon, I want to say that this Anthrocon was probably one of my better Anthrocons that I enjoyed, mainly because my one friend that lives down in Arkansas, he actually flew up here, he saved up enough money and flew up here to Pittsburgh to come to the convention. Now, I was so happy that he was able to come and enjoy the convention because it's his first time that he's ever been out of state. It's the first time that he has ever been to a big convention like this, and a furry convention. So I wanted to make sure that he had a really good time here. So Wednesday, we picked him up from the airport. He flew in, and we picked him up from the airport after I got done with work. And we came back to my grandma's house, and because it was just easier to crash at my grandma's house because she lives close to Pittsburgh. So we just kind of crashed here for the night on Wednesday. So Wednesday night, we just kind of stayed at my grandma's house, hung around, got some pizza that's actually here in Pittsburgh. I don't know if you've ever tried the pizza here, if you ever come to Pittsburgh. I recommend, if you ever come here to Pittsburgh, try Beto's Pizza. It is amazing. If you're not sure about how, I can't really explain Beto's. Basically, they don't melt the cheese on their pizza. It's pretty cool. Look them up. I highly recommend it if you ever come up to Pittsburgh to try them out. So we kind of hung out that night, and we sat down, watched a movie, played some games, because I brought my PlayStation 2 to my grandma's house because she doesn't have Wi-Fi. So I just brought my PS2, and we played some games, watched a movie. So that was really nice. So next morning on Thursday, we went down to Walmart, got some food so we can have some lunch, and I made him some pierogies. If you're not sure what pierogies are, it's kind of hard for me to explain. They're like a mashed potato type thing in like a little pasta pocket thing. If you're not sure, if that doesn't help, maybe just look them up. It might be easier for you. But pierogies, if you ever had them or if you want to try them, I recommend them. So we had some lunch, we kind of sat around for a little bit, and then we went down to Pittsburgh. Our roommates that had the room weren't there yet, so we had to wait for them. So we ended up going down to Pittsburgh anyway. It was nice because I took my car, and it was nice just to have my car there, and I just parked it and just left it there. So it was nice to actually, we just left our stuff in the car while we went down into the convention center. So we went to the convention center, got our badges, all that stuff, and we just kind of hung around, and I just showed him around the convention center a little bit, since he's never been here before, obviously. So I just tried to be a good friend and just try to show him around a little bit. We also did the little survey thing that First Science does every time they come. So we just sat around and did that as well. When my roommates finally got here, we got everything up to the room, minus the pouring down rain when we were trying to actually get our stuff inside. That was pretty bad. But yeah, we got all our stuff inside, and, we, hung out a little bit. Then, I'm kind of sad about it, but they had fireworks down in Pittsburgh that day, because it was the 4th of July. And I was actually a little upset because I actually missed the fireworks, because we went out and we all of our roommates and stuff, we all got together and we went out to go get dinner together. And it was a little sad because the wait time was so long, and by the time we got in there and we started eating our food, and by the time we were done, the fireworks had already started and were almost over. So I was kind of sad that I missed it, but hopefully next year I'll try and catch it again. But yeah, after dinner, we just kind of hung out all together. And then that night, we went to one of the raves, and we just kind of hung out and went to the rave. And It was the first time my friend ever went to a rave, so I wanted to make sure he had fun and experienced one, so he actually really enjoyed it. After that, it was Friday. We woke up, went to opening ceremonies, made sure to always get the opening ceremonies. I enjoy opening ceremonies. Um, and it was pretty cool. I love opening ceremonies, seeing all the guests and everybody else. And I think it was Sonic Fox was there this year. So he was pretty cool to meet and see in person. After opening ceremonies, I actually wore, this was, I got Zayd before Anthrocon. And it was really nice because the maker of Zayd, Pawy Paws, our little group in Pittsburgh, whoever was at Anthrocon, we tried to get everybody together to do a little photo shoot. So us little Pawy Paw group, we got together, just I think 5 of us. We got together and did like a little mini photo shoot. So it was actually fun to actually be like a part of a photo shoot for once. It was actually pretty cool. And I will say that maybe like 75% of this con I was Zayd because I enjoyed wearing him so much, and it was his first convention, and like I was just waiting for him for so long, and I just he was just so fun to wear. I just love him. Saturday after the photo shoot, I went down to the dealer's den and just kind of did some stuff and looked around, bought some stuff, went to a few panels and stuff like that. I met up with my friend again because I didn't want to, I know he was probably fine by himself because he's an adult and, you know, all that stuff. But, like, I just felt bad just kind of leaving him alone by himself in somewhere that he didn't know. So I kind of felt a little bad because of that. But he was okay. He was fine. So for Anthrocon this year, I actually tried to do something different. Something I've actually wanted to do for a while. Every time I go to the convention, I never really got the guts to do it. I signed up to do Floor Wars and the dance competition. So Friday, me and my friend who, not the same, it's actually, this is a different friend. It was like a local friend of mine that was staying with us as well in our hotel room. But me and her were practicing a dance together for the dance competition. I can try and post the video later for you guys if you want to see our dance. It was our practice still, so we weren't like the best at it still, so it was like a practice video. So if you guys want to see it, just let me know and I'll post it for you guys so you can see how our dance went. But I tried out for Floor Wars. I mean, it was like a really long process that day. It lasted a really long time. I did not expect it to last that long. But you know what? I still really enjoyed it. And I got to experience it. And I'm going to hopefully try to do it next year as well. So, tried out for Floor Wars. And me and my friend did part of our dance routine for the judges for preliminaries. And we had a little bit of a mistake during with our music, which is my fault. But I couldn't do anything about it because I didn't know it happened. But so I think we did okay, but unfortunately I didn't make it into Floor Wars, and me and my friend didn't get into the finals for dance competition. But I still really enjoyed it, and I really liked our dance. I thought it was really cute. It just sucks that, I mean, we tried. I mean, that was the main thing. We tried our best, and we practiced for maybe like 2-3 months before the con. So like I feel like we still did a good job. So if you guys want to see the video, just let me know and I'll post it. Our little like practice video. We were still not everything correct in it, but you know, I can still show it to you guys. So after that, my mom brought down my little brother. So my little brother really wanted to go to Anthrocon this year. My little brother, he's slowly into the furry stuff, but not really. I mean, I made him a fursuit and everything, so he really wanted to come to Anthrocon this year, but he could only come for one day. So My mom brought him down Friday night, and he slept over into Saturday. We actually got, since he's under 12, kids under 12 are free at Anthrocon, so we were able to get him in without having a badge and all that stuff, so it was actually really nice. So that night, that Friday night, we got pizza, and like my mom bought us pizza, which was really nice, and we went down to the rave afterwards, and my brother had a really good time, and he had fun at the rave. He was like jumping around. He had so much energy. It was really fun. It was nice to see him like that. But he enjoyed himself. Saturday we got ready for the parade, the fursuit parade, which was really fun. Plus, you know, I had my brother with me, so he actually got to enjoy himself for a little bit. He got himself some badges and, you know, some other little fun things down in the dealer's den, because he had, you know, some money, not a lot, but, you know, he was able to buy some things, which was, I'm glad he was able to enjoy himself. So the fursuit parade was fun. It was nice. Lots of fursuiters. I can't remember exactly how many fursuiters, but I'll probably say somewhere here. But my brother had fun. He enjoyed it, you know, walking around in the fursuit parade and, you know, seeing all the people. He had fun. And my friend also had fun as well. He enjoyed having everybody and seeing everybody, and just how all of us together did this parade. And he was just amazed by all the people that are there for us to see us, of all of the furries down there. So it was really nice. So after the fursuit parade, I had to run back to my hotel room, get out of Zaid, and then put on Yeti, because the Dutch Angel Dragon meet was going to be happening that like a little after the parade. Or something like that. So I had to get out of Zaid, get Yeti on, and then me and my friend headed down to the Dutch Angel Dragon meet. Since it was my friend's first time at Anthrocon, and he loves Dutch Angel Dragons. I mean, I love Dutch Angel Dragons, but he has a Dutch Angel Dragon of his own, and he really wanted to meet other Dutch Angel Dragon fursuiters and people who, and then he had so much fun at the meet. I mean, he was a little sad that he didn't have a Dutch Angel Dragon fursuit, and he said that his goal is to make his Dutch Angel Dragon sometime soon, and I really hope to see that, because his Dutch Angel Dragon I actually designed myself, and he adopted it from me, so it would make me so happy to see a character that I designed come to life and do a fursuit. So I think that'd be really cool. So Dutch Angel Dragon meet, my brother didn't unfortunately come with me to the Dutch Angel Dragon meet, but my friends were super nice, and her husband, because her husband came down for her, just so he could be her photographer. He comes down to the convention as well. So they took care of my brother, which was super nice, and they took him to the dealer's den and did some stuff. So I knew that he was going to be in good hands with them. So me and my friend went to Dutch Angel Dragon meet, and, you know, we walked around, like, you know, we had telephone there, and she was talking to us about all the Dutch Angel Dragon stuff that was coming up, and I'm actually super excited for the little like 3D model statues that they're going to be doing. I'm actually really excited for that because I would really love something like that for my Dutch Angel Dragon, and I think it's just amazing, so I can't wait for that to come. And then after that, you know, she's talking about some lore and some other story stuff, and I like just was like, oh, I just love that it just keeps building and building, and I just can't get enough of Dutch Angel Dragons. I know some people don't like them, and you know, it's just, you know, all this other drama stuff that I love Dutch Angel Dragons. I'm sorry if you don't, but I do. So I will go on about them. But you know, after, you know, we just gotta hung out at the meet, and you know, we got to chat with people. You know, we took the big photo with everybody, and I was actually really cool because I actually sat next to Telephone in the group photo, but the only problem was, since the room was kind of tiny and there was so many of us, and I sat on the floor with Telephone, so some of the pictures you can't really see me because I'm on the floor. So like I actually managed to find a really good picture of all of us together, and you can actually see me. But it was fun at the Dutch Angel Dragon meet. So after the Dutch Angel Dragon meet, we went to Floor Wars. Me and my brother went to Floor Wars. My friend went to another panel that he was interested in, so I let him go off and do what he wanted to do. And me and my brother sat and watched Floor Wars, and I will say that I will never get enough of Floor Wars. Like, I just enjoy it so much, and there's just so much talent. And, you know, I dance, but I'm not the best at it. I just kind of do it for fun. But, like, just seeing all the amazing dancers and talented people, and especially even the non-fursuiters, they were just amazing. Like, I couldn't get over it. It was just awesome. So after Floor Wars was over, my brother unfortunately had to go back home because he could only stay a day. I mean, he was upset that he couldn't stay for another day, but maybe for 2020 he can stay longer. But I'm glad that he at least enjoyed himself, you know, had a good time, got to meet some of my friends, you know, stuff like that. Got the fursuit for a little bit because he's not used to fursuiting too much. He's used to fursuiting at the fur meets, but not so much at the convention, so it was a lot longer for him. So, but he enjoyed himself. So after my brother left, we went to the rave, and I will say that that's probably the longest I've ever been to a rave. Like, my friend's mom, that gets the room, she brought like these really cool like balloons and stuff that light up, and you know, we had some balloons and some glow sticks, and it was really fun. It was really enjoyable, and it was actually the first time that I've ever been up on stage for raves, and it was actually really fun to actually get up on stage and dance and just enjoy, and you know, you get to look out at all the people at the rave. It's just, there's just so many people, and it's just amazing just to see it all and to be up on stage and, you know, just dancing your heart out. I mean, it was pretty fun. And then after the rave, it was Sunday. Sunday, we fursuited for a little bit. We actually did like a little photo shoot type of thing with me and all my friends, all my roommates, I mean. So we did like a little photo shoot thing. His mom, like the mom took pictures of us and stuff, which was really nice of her. So like we did, you know, we stood there, did that and that. And it was really cool because there was like this little, I guess it was like a meet or something for people, just kind of like an unofficial thing. But there was a lot of inflatable toys. And I'll tell you what, like, I'm not into, like, you know, inflatables and stuff like that. Like, it's not like a thing for me. But I will say that they are really adorable, and I would just want one just because they're so cute. I mean, I have nothing, yeah, I guess you could say, I have nothing against people that enjoy inflatables. I think it's really, I mean, and you do what you do. Do what you like. I mean, I won't judge anybody. So, but I will say that, like, just getting on the inflatables and just, playing with them, it was actually really fun. I mean, we took some pictures on, like, a dragon and with, like, a deer. It was actually really cute. So, like, that was really fun to experience. I liked that. Um, we did a little bit more photos. And then it was time for the dance competition. So, we sat around, watched the dance competition, and congratulations to everybody who won and who participated. I mean, you guys are just amazing, and you did a fantastic job, and I can't wait to see everybody who attends next year for dance comp. I'm going to try for dance comp for 2020, but I'll see how that goes. I probably won't make it again because I'm not the best, but I try. So, after the dance competition, it was time for closing ceremonies. Sad face. Closing ceremonies are always, it's like the official ending of a con. So it's just like, it's just that, like, that feeling that it's gonna just all be over, and everybody's gonna go home, and you're not gonna see them till probably next year or at another con. Like, it's just crazy. So after closing ceremonies, our fun wasn't over just then. So all of us, like all of my roommates, my friend, my one friend's husband, we all got together and we all went out for dinner. We went to the restaurant that is at the DoubleTree. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, unfortunately, but it was my first time eating at that restaurant, and I will say that it's very, very good. I enjoyed it there. It was nice to just hang out with everybody and just be together, and it was just a nice feeling. And our waitress was pretty awesome. We actually made our waitress feel pretty awesome. Like, we were just saying how amazing she was and stuff. And we actually all got together and we all took a picture with our waitress after we were all done with dinner. Like, it was just so fun. Like, it was just fun. We're hanging out with everybody. And then we took the shuttle back to the hotel. So, yeah, it was an enjoyable night. Went to the dead dog dance as well. Experienced that for a little bit. We went down to the little waterfront area that is down in front of the convention center, and they were having like a little party down there. So we were down there walking around a little bit as well. So that was pretty interesting. I mean, instead of like the party thing going on, I mean, that was pretty cool. I mean, I don't enjoy parties like that, but I mean, to each their own, right? The Sunday night, it was a little weird. So we were all getting ready for bed, and all of a sudden, we hear a knock at the door, and my one friend answers it, and there's this person in a fursuit, and they just kind of, invite themselves in, and we're just kind of. He didn't talk. I mean, he didn't really talk too much. He must have been drinking or something, but. It was kind of fun and kind of weird at the same time, but we just randomly danced with this said person. I mean, it was pretty interesting, and, he kind of hung out, like, the whole time there for, like, maybe, like, 2 hours. We were just hanging out with him, and it was just really weird to have this stranger in our hotel room for, like, no reason at all. But, I mean, that's an experience that unfortunately I don't want to have again, but it was still pretty interesting. I felt bad though because that entire time my friend was a little down and I didn't really realize it. my friend that came up here from Arkansas. I felt a little bad that he was upset and I didn't realize it. He was actually out in the hallway while we were all having fun with this random fursuiter. And I think just being here and the convention ending and them having to go back home, and it just like all just kind of came on them, and they were just a little sad. So like I took the opportunity to try to make them feel better, and I'm glad that I was able to be there for them when they needed me. I mean, maybe not at first, but I did try to be there for them, and I did make them feel a little better, which made me feel better. So that was all taken care of. But he did feel better after that, which was fun, which was nice. So this random fursuiter, eventually he does leave, and we all get to bed, and we try to get everything all together to leave so that we have it all. So we spend the time to get everything ready to leave, and I go and get my car, and it was a little, it sucked a little bit because I couldn't leave. I took my car and I brought it to the front of the hotel, and I couldn't like leave my car there to like load stuff because nobody was down there yet loading everything. I just went and got my car so that it would be easier. So I waited down there for a good while, and then until the guys started yelling at me. I'm like, they're coming down, I promise. And then while I was sitting down there waiting for them to come down from the hotel room, I don't know if many of you know him, but he is a well-known-ish fursuiter. Demetrius the Griffin. He was walking around, and he actually opened my car door and tried to sit in my car. But I have a tiny Subaru Impreza, so he actually couldn't fit in my car. So he tried his best to sit down in my car, but then he got up and then turned around, squawked at me really loud and saying I had a tiny car. And I was like, I'm sorry.
Oh, watch your ears. Oh, there you go. There's one ear. Oh. Yes, I do have a tiny car. I'm sorry.
Like, I felt so bad. Like, I wanted him to, but that was a fun little experience with him. So it was really nice. So, we got all our stuff. Eventually they came down, brought all my stuff, and we packed my car, and got everything ready to go. We took our little group photos together, so that was nice. So after we got everything in the car, packed up, said our goodbyes, and everybody went their separate ways. I mean, me and my friend went back, and we came back to my grandma's house because it was just easier to be here with everything, because there's not really much room at my parents' house, unfortunately, so we just kind of stayed here. Me and my friend did like a little like photo shoot outside of my grandma's house with my car and out around her house and stuff. So we did like a little mini photo shoot. It was actually really funny and really nice. I mean, it was just a little thing that we did, and it was really fun. I mean, I'll show you some pictures that we took. But other than that, we went out for dinner. Me and my mom took my friend to dinner that night afterwards. We ate at Permani's. It was the first time he's ever been to that restaurant. So we did that, had some dinner, went back to the room, came back to my grandma's house. I had to take my friend to the airport at like 4 in the morning. So we got back, I tried to sleep for a little bit, and then we had to get up and get everything in the car, and I had to drive him to the airport. It was a little sad to see him go, but I know that he enjoyed himself up here, and I'm glad that he came up here and got to enjoy himself and come to a furry convention and just to experience stuff that he's only heard about or had me talk to him about, because I talk to him all the time. I tell him about Anthrocon when I go and stuff like that. So it was really nice for him to come up here and enjoy himself, and I was glad that I was able to provide him with that experience. So my friend went to the airport, and I came back to my grandma's house and went back to bed, and I had to go to work. So yeah, but basically that's the end of my Anthrocon 2019 experience. And I was glad to try and give it all to you guys as best as I could, considering this video is a little late, and I apologize for that. But I managed to get it out to you, so hopefully you have fun. And I am going to try and do my Wapafwa review video as well. I'm going to try and get that out to you guys soon as well, because I always got to talk about Wapafwa. So without further ado, that is the end of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how your Anthrocon went, if you went to Anthrocon. Or if you want to come to Anthrocon, just ask me any questions you want, and I'll try and answer them the best I can. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!